Hello, everyone. Today, Beck, what are we doing today?
We will be ranking every single weapon from RWBY.
Asterisk,
Now it's
asterisk, caveat, not every
we
single weapon.
because we don't like some of them.
Because there's some that are like, that's barely a weapon, that's a plot device, or they're from the
We do
D&D
have one
campaign.
big one that's not a weapon, but is just a big plot device. But we thought it'd be fun to rank.
Yeah, and another one that is just a throwaway gag. But everything else is important weapon that matters for the most part,
Yes,
or is in more than like 1 second. Or you get it. You guys get it. They get it.
it's kind of interesting to talk about
Yeah.
at least.
So Beck, do you know how we're ranking them? Because I don't really know what we're deciding on doing to actually rank
We'll
them.
go along the way,
Are we
just
go- like
go
are we
by
go
feel.
are we going based on vibes, not based on like how the design works, how well it complements the characters, how interesting of a backstory it may have, just how it works in general. None of that stuff. Just is it awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also will be looking at the backstory and design and connection and all that. Because
Yeah.
Aiden, you have the wiki
I
open.
have the
'Cause
wiki
I
open.
I
Whoa.
don't remember like 70% of these weapons, so you will be reading out the wiki explaining all of
Yeah,
them.
maybe we're not the best people to actually be
Nah,
ranking these, considering
what's
we've
great
only
is we're
watched
doing
the
this
show one
at
time.
6 months after the Ruby arc, after only one watch through. It's
True.
great.
That's how you know we're real fans.
Yeah, we're the true Ruby fans.
See, the only reason
We
I haven't rewatched it is because all my friends bully me for having seen it the first time, and it's also not available to watch anywhere.
Yeah, the only reason I don't rewatch it is because I had to watch like volume 7 through 9 in like 280p on my phone because it
Yeah.
was like through like a weird pirating archive website.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. I would like to watch it in full quality. I watched most of Volume 8 with Spanish subtitles.
So maybe once they finally figure out the streaming deal, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go in order that tier list maker put our thing in order for.
It
Uh,
did randomize it basically entirely,
but that
so
does
that's
mean we
great.
don't. That does mean we don't start off with all the cool weapons, and then it gets worse as time goes on.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
first one, who's the hold on, I gotta go find the image. This is my
It's
job.
It's like the fall maiden staff thingy. That
Oh,
from
like
one scene.
the original Fall Maiden.
The original fall maiden staff from volume 3.
Amber's staff. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did
this
not even remember her name.
I didn't either, even though it was painfully obvious. All right, so Amber's staff is used in one scene. One scene. You can tell how little it gets used because of how small this wiki is. Used one time, one episode. It is just a staff. It's not a gun. And as we know, it's also a gun all the time, except for the times in which it's not.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't do anything, right? Like it's pretty much just a way that she can use her powers.
She basically can just have a fight power, and then when she decides, hey, I should probably try, she just activates her maiden powers and it's like, I don't need my staff anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much. I mean, it has the dust at the end of it or whatever, but
That's like a cool design flair specific to Ruby, but
yeah.
other than that, I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a Darth Maul sword. One fire,
Hmm.
one what is the other one? Wind? I don't care. This one's not that
Some,
good.
I think C or D tier, maybe
I'm
C.
I think like with something that doesn't do very much or doesn't show up very much, it's unfair to give it a D tier.
Okay, yeah.
Like D tiers are for the ones that show up more than once and are just bad.
And you already know what those are.
I have a couple answers. So what's this next one?
Okay, so putting it in C tier.
Yeah.
This one looks like a dagger, but then also a shadow with a bigger sword.
So let me go find the image real quick.
Yeah.
This
This
is
one's probably not going to be the most important.
well, who's this guy again? It's Arslan's weapons. So Arslan
Oh,
is
Ar-
a character.
everyone loves Arslan, you know?
He is. What is he? Oh, it's a woman? No, yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. It's a woman.
Okay.
Okay, Arslan is the leader of Team Auburn.
I'm going to
okay?
assume this is a random at Volume 3 tournament arc
This
member,
is
right?
a Volume 3 Vital Festival tournament character. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of those.
And these are the ones that we're going to forget about. So what is her type of weapon? It is a rope dart dagger. So this one's also not a gun. So it's a dagger. Apparently it shoots fire dust, so I guess maybe it is a gun. But it's basically a whip, it looks like.
I mean,
a dagger
whip combined with dagger
and a
seems
fire
cool.
dust hand wrapping that's tied to a rope. Okay.
I think that like uses dust really well. I think it's a creative design. I think you could put that high up. I mean, we don't see it a lot, so it's.
I think
But
I would say yes, but there's also like cooler whip weapons, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say B tier for this.
B
one.
tier, yeah. Okay, first weird one on the list, the Atlas bomb.
The Atlas bomb. Everyone knows
Somehow
the Atlas
made
bomb.
it on the wiki.
Yeah. So the wiki has a lot of wacky weapons.
Yep.
Like, what's a wacky weapon? Anything further
random
down.
handcuffs.
Random guns, guys, random club, Alex's knife. I guess this is like what we mean by plot device.
Yeah.
Like Superman's
it's
hammer.
A bomb.
Some funny wacky. Yeah. So yeah, let's go to the wiki. It's not. I can't find it. I don't care. Atlas bomb is a bomb, and that's what really matters. It's a bomb that can blow up all of Atlas. Pretty big bomb.
I mean, it looks like a cylinder with red and darker gray stuff on it.
You don't like cylinders with red and darker gray stuff on it, Beck?
I mean, when we're comparing it to the other stuff they've designed, it's probably not the best comparison.
So what are you saying this weapon goes in?
I'm gonna say D tier.
Wow. Okay.
I'm saying the design and the execution of the weapon, like, we've seen big bombs before. Like, what if it was like a big bomb, but also it had a gun on it, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool. I guess you're right. We'll put it in D tier for bad at being a bomb.
Yeah.
So this
I would
next
not want
one,
to be killed by this bomb. It would be a cringe way to go out.
So this next guy, this is Junior's bazooka. He's in the yellow trailer. That's where he's from.
Yeah.
So
and it shows up like one time in volume 2.
Yeah. So here's what he could do. It's a bazooka, but it's on a big stick, so he can swing it around.
Can't you also just swing around a normal bazooka?
Yeah, but it's a club instead because it can transform. I think. Yeah. That's
I mean, I'm a big bazooka fan.
You're a bazooka fan? That's good. I also like bazookas, but I think they blew their load on the bazooka too early, making it a club. Yeah. When I think if it showed up later, it would be way cooler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna put that one maybe in a
C tier.
Yeah. Also, I'm realizing it's alphabetical. So.
Oh, it's alphabetical?
Yeah, because we had 3 A's and then that was a B.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're playing alphabetical.
I guess it just auto sorts by alphabetical when you import it.
Cool.
All right.
That also means I get to find out slowly how you named these. The files.
No, I did not name these. These were named on the fucking wiki, and they weren't even named like the weapon. They were named so weirdly.
Okay, so, well, yeah, because I'm wondering, how did we get... This one was just called Bazooka, maybe, then.
Probably.
Anyway, next one. Bolin's staff. So, Bolin is yet another character from... he's from Team Auburn, right?
Yeah.
So his weapon is a staff scythe boomerang. So a combination of 3 different weapons. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So it's just a staff, but it has like blades that can be triggered to come out, and then if he throws it, it comes back.
I think that's a really cool design.
I think that's a
I mean,
solid-
we have better staff transformations later in the
and
list.
we have better
but-
scythes as well.
Yeah.
Also, why does he have a scythe? You know what I'm saying? Like, the characters that have scythes are like major characters, and it takes like years of training to have one, and then this one-off character has one. You see what I'm just saying, right?
I see what you're saying here.
But I think a B tier for this one.
Yeah, B tier. I was also
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah. We so it's good that we literally do not remember what these weapons do. All right,
Okay, random claw.
random claw. Who's this guy? He is the leader of Team Browns. Team Bronze. Oh, Team Bronze. So they're claws. That's all they are.
Not.
I think that's an easy
nothing
D
else?
tier. I think that's an easy.
That's an easy D tier.
Wow.
If you don't at least combine 2 weapons in a RWBY weapon, it's not a RWBY weapon.
It's a D tier automatically. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is
I believe this is the staff.
This is Ozma's an Ozpin Ozma.
Ozpin staff. Yeah.
All right. It's not called that. The long memory.
The
Wait.
law.
How is this one named? Wait, maybe it's not alphabetical. Wait, what? Because it was for a little bit, now it's not. Or maybe this one's just called something fucked up. This is an easy A tier weapon.
Yeah, I love when we find out in Volume 8 that its whole thing is that like it absorbs kinetic energy over like thousands of years, and then can unleash a fucking nuke.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. The fact that it is kind of like it is just a staff for the most part is very cool.
Yeah,
like it is just a cane, but it's got the explosion. It has like a cool design, just like with the timey-wimey bullshit on it, and I don't know. It works as both a weapon and then just like as a cane. And I think it does. It fits Ozpin, but then it does work as like a character thing for Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think solid A. If you want to argue S, I'm down for S, but I don't think S.
I think S. We need to combine it with like good usage of power and good design. I think this one just has good usage of power, you know?
Yeah, I mean it has a cool design, but it's not the best, awesomest, very coolest, whatever. I don't know. It's good though. So this next one is I do recognize this is the Executioner, Cardine Winchester. So here's the thing. This is just a mace.
It is just a mace.
But it looks cool as shit.
Okay, what's great is the photo they picked for it is the black head of the weapon on a black background. So it looks like he's just holding like a tiny like gray prod.
Yeah.
You know?
It is a very awesome weapon. It's not in this image. Why is this on the gallery? It is cool. It is a very good weapon to represent Cardine as a character. Like he's a big brutish guy, so they just give him a big brutish weapon.
Yeah.
And it's got the dust thing in the middle. I think it's cool.
All right, we thinking B tier?
I'm thinking B tier.
All right, yeah.
All right, here's a silly one.
Hey, you gotta talk about this one because I have not seen the show.
You haven't seen the peak that is RWBY Chibi?
I've seen through like season 1. I just haven't been able to watch all of it yet.
Let me figure out which one this was. Hold on.
It's the Death Ray, I think.
This is the Death Ray?
The Death Ray.
Oh, I'm trying to find it on the website. Here we go. Death Ray, used by Neo and Roman Torchwick in Roman's Revenge, the 20th episode of RWBY Chibi. So this is quite literally just a big ass laser beam.
Yes.
It just shoots a laser and then you turn to dust and you die.
Like from the show.
Perhaps oh no, you don't turn to dust. You explode and then you're engulfed in in flames. Yeah, so that's what happens. Or maybe it's cuz they shoot the crystal. That could be it. Here, let's just watch it. Let's
Neo, it's time to destroy those meddling kids once and for all. And their stupid dog, too. Prepare the death ray! Right, don't be a show-off. My hour of victory is at hand!
Okay, so I remember now. So they don't actually ever shoot it, because Zwei shoots the dust crystals and they blow up. So that's what happens.
So that's not a very effective design for what they were going for.
Yeah, so I think that's a solid
kind of blew up in there.
tier weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, just based on principle alone.
Okay, this one is.
What is this? What is this?
Is this This might be the random 2-sword Cinder uses in like volume 2.
Is it? Oh, it might be. Let's go find
it. Because the next one we have is Cinder's other weapon.
This is Midnight. Okay. Yeah. This is the one that she uses one time in the prom episode or something. Yeah. And then like one more time later on. So she has the metal version and the glass version. And it's blade. So Beck, do you know Pit from Kid Icarus?
I do. Oh, does it do like the combination thing where she can like stick them together?
Yeah, so it's literally that. It's literally Pit Kid Icarus.
I mean, I think Pit Kid Icarus is a fire weapon design.
I think that's a solid A tier, and they look cool.
Yeah. Okay, now Cinder's other weapon, a flame sword.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
This one's just called Cinder's weapons.
You know, I feel like they really care about these weapons.
Okay. Oh, you know why? It's because these are the ones that are just made of fire.
Ah.
Like, this is just the one that she uses because of her being the Fall Maiden.
So she just gets a sword because she's the Fall Maiden.
No, she just gets whatever weapons she wants.
Okay, yeah.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia. She makes a bunch of different weapons. That's why it's just called Cinder's weapons. I mean, it's magic.
Are any of them particularly interesting?
They're all just fire weapons. This one's just a knife. This is just the knife that she uses when she's in her Cinderella story. But that one, I don't care about that. This is a C tier, I think.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care about her at all. We're not going to let character bias get in the way unless it does.
Okay, so this looks like... Is that a hand grenade?
This is the Gravity Bolas from used by the Aesops.
These are the ones that just tie them up, right?
These are the handcuffs.
Ah. Why is this in the weapon category?
D tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Wait, I want to double check. That wait, no, I'm wrong.
Wait,
hold on.
Hold up.
I think I'm wrong because the wiki photo has Nora's hands in it, and this is not these are not Nora's hands. Hold on, give me a double check. Oh wait, here it is. Sorry, this is Clover's weapon.
Oh,
never mind. Move it back down. This weapon's actually cool.
Okay. Well, we thought it was okay. The cover image is not doing it good.
No, this is a fishing rod grappling hook.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's called Kingfisher. Where you have ones with names finally. Kingfisher.
If they do have names, we will also consider the names.
Yeah.
As part of the design.
So Clover, if we recall, is the one that dies. But half of them die. But I never liked him to begin with, so it's okay. Yeah, it's a fishing pole grappling hook, and it has and you can stab it with the knife at the end, so you can use it as a close range as well, which is cool. However, this is just a JoJo stand, and it is also just a fishing rod.
So B tier or C tier?
I think B tier.
Yeah, I was thinking B tier.
But it's also not a gun, so
yeah.
That you also
but now one that is a gun.
This one
Purse minigun.
Purse minigun used It's by Coco Adele. The Gyanduja. We don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a handbag, gun, minigun, machine gun, portable rotary machine gun. This is an S tier weapon.
Yes.
This shit's
I
awesome.
fucking love the transformation when she's just
The
standing there.
transformation animation
And the
is
purse
very
just
good.
fucking turns into a minigun.
And she just
it's so cool.
kills everyone. It doesn't get
Yep.
used too often, but like, I don't know. I mean, a purse is a good close range weapon. You could try it out in real life if you want to find out.
Just hit people with your purse.
Yeah. And then it shoots, and then it's a big ass minigun, and that's sick as fuck.
I don't think we have any weapons that are miniguns besides this.
Are we calling this S, or do you want to do A?
I think S tier.
S tier.
I think I really like the design.
All right. Speaking of S tiers, we
the
have
most iconic one.
We have Crescent Rose. This is RWBY's weapon.
The one name that we actually know on this entire list.
I know 3 names.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is an easy S tier.
So there's a scythe, which automatically is really sick.
Then it's also a sniper rifle.
And then it's also a sniper rifle. And then
she can fly with the kickback of the sniper rifle.
And then she can. Then it also has the upgrade where she can like spin it around to add some more coolness factor. And then it can compact pretty good. I like the mechanical aspect of it.
Yeah,
not a lot of the weapons have that. They all feel pretty like technologically based or kind of just like regular weapon with cool flair. But hers feels like she ripped it off of a robot.
Yeah, I also one small design thing that I really like.
Yeah,
is the way like she like can plant the scythe into the ground.
Yeah,
and that'll help like balance the sniper rifle so she can get a good shot with it.
Yeah, I think that's cool as well. Like, yeah, this is an S tier, easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of S tiers.
Okay, you said you wouldn't let personal bias get away with this.
And I'm not.
Objectively analyze this. So, it is just a sword and
This
shield.
is Croquet Moors. This is Jean's sword and shield and sheath. Listen, having one of... I'd call Jean like the 5th main character. Like, outside of RWBY... like Team RWBY, I think Jean is like the next character in the running to be like main character.
Like literally in the one volume where they're supposed to be just the main 4, Jean just somehow comes with them.
Yeah. So here's why I think this is an S tier contender. 1, it's like in RWBY up until we see Jean, every weapon is like cool ass weapon, also a gun. And then he shows up and he's like, I just have a sword and a shield.
I do.
But the shield's also a sheath. And then they have a bit of comedy with that. And it is just really cool. And I think it fits his character of like not really being able to do much. Like he doesn't unlock his semblance until way later. He isn't really good at fighting at all. He's more of a like planning kind of guy. And I think that giving him like by far the weakest weapon of the main cast is a good character choice.
Yeah.
And then the upgraded one where he can turn it into like a broadsword and with the glider, I think that's also really cool.
Yeah, I do think the sheath thing is really cool.
Yeah.
I think the idea that it's not like a special weapon at all would hit a lot more if we didn't have all these random other people that have basically just swords.
Yeah.
And nothing special about them.
Yeah, but he's a main character though, so that
But he is a main character.
That kind of gives him the flack.
I think I would personally put it in A tier, but I'm willing to settle and put it in S with you.
Okay, cool. You might not have the same
You're not giving me the same treatment for mine?
No, I don't think I will.
Wow. Glinda's wand.
Glinda's wand. I don't really want to look for the wiki page for this one because here I found it. The disciplinarian. Raw ass name. However, it is just a wand stick thing. Class riding crop. Okay. This is like
riding crop?
This is like the BDSM whip.
Yeah, calling it the disciplinary does not help that connection.
Okay, horse riding whip. Sorry. Okay, no, I went to the Wikipedia. Other uses: weapon, BDSM. All right, no, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Wikipedia says so. Oh, I clicked on
Okay.
The Wikipedia says so. Yeah, so
how does this change our view of the weapon?
I don't think it does anything. It's not a combat weapon. It's just like a wand because she's supposed to be a witch, right?
Yeah.
It's just a way that she can like use her semblance.
It is very weird though, because it feels like for all the other weapons, there needs to be like some plausible way that like dust or their semblance can be used. But this one, she's just doing magic, you know?
Yeah, because she's based on Glinda Goodwitch. If her name isn't Glinda the Good Witch of the whatever. Yeah, so it is supposed to be just like a wand.
Yeah.
But I think this is a C tier weapon.
Yeah, I'll put in C tier.
All right, this one
I
know who the character is, but I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name too, but I remember it being a really cool weapon because it like the blade can also turn into a whip, right?
Okay, this is Cyclone and Inferno. This is Corsac and Fennec. They both have it, I think.
Oh, like Fennec Fox. That's why he's a faunus, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's biology lessons from Beck Lyons.
True. Okay, no, wait, is this two separate weapons? This is two different weapons. One is called Cyclone and one is called Inferno.
Whatever one has the red stuff around it is the one we're on right now.
That's Inferno. Do we have? Did you put both of them here?
I think.
Wait. I think they're the same thing, though.
Okay.
They're both like daggers that cast dust magic. These are effectively pointy wands.
Okay, but it does do the thing where it like. I swear I remember one scene where they used it as a grappling hook, right?
Or like a whip. I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's not on the wiki here.
Okay.
Which is why they can combine into like a double-sided dagger, but I don't think that's like the most incredibly cool thing.
Okay, but we literally had kind of the same thing with the cinder ones.
Yeah, but they made a bow. These just make a double-sided dagger.
Got it.
I don't know. I think this is a B or C tier.
I think B tier.
B tier.
Mostly because I'm really just thinking about when they used it as like a grappling hook.
They
whip
don't.
thing.
I can't find that image.
Okay, but we're gonna imagine that they do.
They don't though. That's not them. I don't think. Maybe
no,
it is
that's
them?
definitely them.
I don't know what else it would have been, but I don't know why the image wouldn't be on the website. Okay. Next one.
Ice Queendom.
Ice Queendom, Dreamcatcher from Xion.
Never used as a weapon.
Never used as a weapon. It is just a staff with the Dreamcatcher, and then she uses her semblance. I think that's a C tier, and we can call it.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. The woman from the yellow trailer.
The woman
with daggers.
Which woman?
The daggers one.
The daggers one. Melita's claws.
All right. What's cool about these?
They're black claws.
Nothing else?
No. Okay, she can shoot them, I think. Yeah, she can shoot it. I think this is a C tier.
Yeah. Because D tier is the claws you can't shoot, and C tier is the claws you can shoot.
I think that's a good separation.
Yeah.
What is next?
A
type.
This looks like a fishing rod.
We already did the fishing rod.
Okay, then is this like? I feel this is one of the cardinal guys.
One of the cardinal guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Wait, what the fuck is this actually? Beck, did you just like add one in here?
I'm trying to go by the face of someone in the background. What do we?
All right. So we have Halshot. This is the gun, the gun sword of Halstat. So here's the thing, Beck. While you were gone, he left for a second. I looked at what it is, and it is just bigger Weiss sword.
Okay.
Or if you want to think about it this way,
Weiss is a smaller version of this sword.
no. If you want to think about it this way, this is the gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay. So
This is
does it?
This is a C tier.
This is a C. Okay.
Because it is
Cool.
just a sword revolver, but we kind of have a cooler one later.
We do. All right. This is the big hammer from the Aesop, I think.
The big hammer from Elm.
Yeah.
Big ass hammer.
Yep.
Okay, it's called Timber, which makes
Oh,
sense
that's a cool name.
because Elm is a plant, is a tree. So it's a
Yeah.
it's a hammer rocket launcher. So here's
So
the
that's
thing.
like bazooka, but cool.
Yeah,
That's
but
if bazooka guy was designed well.
that's true, but
Yeah.
that's also just Nora's weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
But
But grenade launcher versus bazooka. I mean,
I guess so. I guess rocket launcher is different. I think this is a B tier, and I'm not settling for higher.
okay. Yeah. I'll put a B tier. I think
Because I
if
think
two weapons are very similar, we'll give more credit to the first one because
the
that
first
came
one,
first,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. All right, so we've got some good one. Some good.
We
two
got
in a row.
Yang's. Yeah.
Ember,
Yang's
Cilia,
fist.
and Yang's prosthetic arm. They're both on here, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna rank the gun cuffs separately and then the arms separately.
Yeah. So here's what I think about Ember Cilia, Beck.
Yeah.
Because they're gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
And they're also shotguns. And
Yeah.
they're also sticky bomb launchers.
Yes.
Right? And
all these things are great.
All these things are great. And having a main character whose weapon is punching is cool, I think.
Yeah. It's because it feels like all the other characters fight more from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Like RWBY, I guess, less because she has like the long scythe. But like Blake and Weiss, they're always very far away. It's good to have Yang insanely up close, especially with her semblance and character. It ties in very well.
Yeah. I agree with all those points, and I do think it makes her stand out amongst everyone else.
Yeah.
I think I'd give this an A.
A tier.
Because I don't think it's particularly that cool design-wise. Like, it is cool, but it's not, like, sick as fuck, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I will, however, give Arm the S tier, because it is effectively the same thing, but, like, with a good story attached to it.
Yeah. I feel like having her lose an arm was also insanely impactful because her weapons were so based around her arms.
About punching and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next weapon. This is Mercury's weapon.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, so let me go find it. It's called Thief's Respite.
Cool name.
It is convertible revolver sickles.
That kind of just Ren's?
Okay. So we haven't talked about Ren quite yet. However, okay, so here's what I think, Beck. Because they have the sickles, right? And it's a gun. It's a gun, and they're sickles.
Yeah.
And they are kusarigame as well. So
I don't know what that means.
That's basically it's like nunchucks, but the other handle is a blade.
Oh.
So it is a gun. It's a gun first and foremost. And then they convert to the sickles. And so then she has the blades, and then from sickles, it goes further to the Kurosagame. I think this is an
Okay.
A tier.
Yeah. That
Because
looks
while it
insanely
is
cool.
kind of just a gun, it goes further and further until it's just like sick as fuck. And then I think she could still shoot it when she's doing it. And it goes pretty far. We know it goes pretty far.
Yeah.
Like lengthwise. So
Okay.
I think this is an A.
So you might disagree with this one, but I personally really love instruments as weapons.
Yeah.
So
Beck, have you played Skullgirls?
I have not played Skullgirls.
Are you familiar with the concept of big band?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, great. So this is like big band. This is Flint's trumpet. It's a trumpet that uses his that shoots air, high frequency sound waves.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much
It's like a sound break.
It is a trumpet though. It is kind of just a trumpet.
It's a trumpet, and then we hear like the trumpet noises when he's doing it. He's like playing a song.
Yeah. So I would think, here's what I think, Beck.
Yeah.
I think we put this in A tier, but I will go no higher.
Okay, A tier.
Because I do think trumpet's a very funny weapon.
All right, I swear this has to be from a team member I know, but I completely am blanking on who.
What do you mean a team member?
It's like someone from the Vital Festival.
Oh,
I think they're from Team Coffee.
Is it?
It's like the giant red dagger.
Yeah, this is Fox Alstair. Sharp Retribution. It
hasn't. I didn't expect this one to have a name.
Yeah. These characters have like their own comic series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is a tonfa. What is a tonfa? Google, tell me what tonfa means. Oh, it's the police bat.
Oh.
It's the police bat, except like they're gauntlets. Okay, no, these are actually really sick.
So he just like brute hits people with them?
Well, do you look at the image? Do you see the image?
Let me tab out. Yeah.
Yeah, so he grabs it like that, and then he like slashes like with his elbow. It's like on his like arms, but then they also shoot. I think this, like, I mean, they don't show up very often, but I do think this is an A tier, just based on like
A tier.
This is a based on vibes A tier. I'll be honest.
All right, another random gimmick one we put in here. A hand grenade that Oscar uses once.
Put it in D tier. Easy solution. What is this one?
A bunch of white daggers on a red background.
Gwen's knives from Gwen Darcy.
Gwen Darcy is?
Vital Festival girl.
Great, okay,
Team
cool.
Indigo. She fights Team Sun.
Okay.
Okay, they're knives that explode.
That's cool.
Easy C tier, though.
All right, yeah.
Because that's all.
Not much more than that.
She only has 20 though.
Only an entire fight?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like if you get hit by one of those, you're just like, that hurt a bit, but I can walk it off. I feel like she's gonna miss a couple.
Yeah.
I feel like she maybe lands 5 good hits with them.
Yeah.
That's not enough to take someone down.
Yeah. Next one. This is a shield bubble thing, disc grenade that Jean uses one time.
Okay. So it just turns into a shield?
It's just a big shield, yeah.
I
think that's a D tier.
Yeah.
All right.
Robotic hands. Robotic arms from the hair lady from Aesop's.
Oh, it is her. Fast Knuckles, Harriet Bree. So they go on her arms and make her punch better?
Yeah. I think
that's a solid C tier.
Yeah. It doesn't even have like the Yang cool stuff of being like, yeah, it's also a shotgun. This is
just an exoskeleton that she has to put on because I don't know. I mean, it makes her fast punches stronger, which I guess is cool, but like not like cool, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Next. This is the whip thing that is on fire, Beck.
Okay.
And this is, I don't remember whose it is.
This is the woman that was crushing on Blake in Volume 4.
Oh, right. And yeah, her. Lightning Lash Ilya.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what you thought. This is the electric whip.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the other one to C tier.
Whoa. Yeah, here it is. And I think we just put this one in B tier.
Yes.
I mean, it is.
All right.
I mean, it is just it's a sword, it's a whip, and it shoots. All pretty cool. All pretty cool, but I don't think it like stood out too much. Maybe.
All right.
I don't know.
Ironwood's just gun.
Ironwood's just gun. Listen, I'm not gonna open the wiki because I know this is just a straight up gun. I don't care what gun it is in this case because it kind of just makes him way more menacing as a villain.
Yeah.
When he just whips out the real ass gun.
And he does just shoot people with it and they die in one shot.
Cause it's just a gun. It's just
all the other ones are like cartoony guns.
Hold on,
you could probably buy one of these.
I gotta open this one up because I'm remembering that its name is really sick. Due Process.
Oh, that is a fucking fire name.
It's cool. It can convert to a cannon, which I've just now remembered. So that adds to it. But
okay,
it just being an actual revolver that just shoots bullets, cool as shit. I think this is a solid S tier weapon.
I also think S tier.
Because I think him just like showing up with a gun and nothing else, and then almost beating the Winter Maiden with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
All right.
This is Ivory's whip.
So would up member?
No, this is...
Oh, it's just a random person?
Who is this, actually? Oh, he's part of Team Funky.
Ah.
Okay, so
we see him during the random training scene for 2 seconds.
Yeah, this looks like a...
We don't even get to see him in the Vital Festival.
No, this is a D tier, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't judge it too harshly because we barely see it. Does it have anything cool? Any dust implementation?
There's no pictures even of it that are cool. It's kind of just a whip that he swings around.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a D tier then.
Yeah. All right, this next one is what is this?
This is Lionheart's shield.
Oh, this is Lionheart's shield. So this is called Stalwart. So it is that shoots glyphs, and it also just kind of sits on his arm. Now, him having a shield makes a lot of sense for being...
It makes so much sense in character.
For him being a scared little baby boy.
Yep.
I think this is a B tier.
Yep. Okay, Chainsaw Man who almost kills Weiss.
So this is just a chainsaw, and he almost beats Weiss, and I think that moves him automatically up to S tier.
Yep.
Because it is
if you can almost kill the main character with that weapon, it goes to S tier.
I think it might just be called Chainsaw.
I think that would make it better if it was just called Chainsaw.
Let me see. Let me find it. It's called Lieutenant's Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a chainsaw. It's not shown to possess any special functions and is simply used in a brute force application.
That's all you need.
That's all you need to beat Dumbass Volume 2 Weiss.
Yep.
Next weapon. This is
Maria's staff.
This is Maria's like scythe. They're called Life and Death, which makes sense for her like Dia de los Muertos skeleton.
Yeah.
I like how it's a cane.
As the Grim Reaper.
I like how it's the comma, and then I like how it's the staff. It's all very cool.
It's also a scythe, right?
It is also a scythe. I don't think it gets used enough to put it too high.
I think we only really see her fully use it in that one flashback scene.
Yeah, but I do like it's like how it comes back, like with the,
Yeah. A tier?
I think an A is okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
this
My
is-
goat.
This is his one of his goats at least.
One of my goats.
This is Magnhild. I don't know if that's how you say it. Magnhild. This
Magnum.
is Nora's weapon.
Nora's hammer and grenade launcher.
Yeah, so it's a hammer and a grenade launcher. A maul, is what it says on the wiki, and then revolver type grenade launcher. So what does it do? It's a
And
big
she can
hammer.
fly around
It's a big
by
hammer.
sitting on the grenade launcher.
And it's a grenade launcher. What more do you need than big hammer with a grenade launcher? And then it gets upgraded to where it works better with her semblance. And then she can ride it. That's when she uses it to ride it better. Very funny. It is like the give the sweet girl a big hammer.
But that is basically her entire character.
So I quite like it. I think this is an A tier.
Okay.
Are you saying S?
I'm thinking S.
Okay, we could do S.
Let's put it in S, baby.
All right, next one.
All
This
right.
is the dog.
Dog guys.
Dog guy from the Aesop's
Railgun.
Boomerang. It's called Marrow. No, it's called Fetch. Marrow is his name. So it's a boomerang and it's a rifle. So he is a dog. So it makes sense that it's a boomerang. And it makes sense that it's Fetch. Right?
I know, yeah. And also, like, his semblance is called Stay, right?
Because he's a dog.
Like, they leaned into a lot of the dog themes with him.
They did. And that's why it's also a rifle. Because dogs have rifles a lot.
Yeah, very, very iconically.
I mean, it's a boomerang and it's a gun. That's at least a B tier, but I'm not gonna go higher.
B tier. Okay, I believe this is white. This is
from the yellow trailer. This is the
yellow
other
trailer.
sister.
The other sister.
The other sister. This is Melanie's heels. So these are boots with knives on them.
Okay, and what's great is we have the other boot-based weapon next also.
Put that in C tier.
C tier.
C tier.
Now
we have a Talaria. This is Mercury's weapon. So this is just Yang's weapons,
but on his feet.
Which actually,
and I think that's really cool.
I actually think they're cooler. Sorry to the Yang fans.
I feel like you need such more of a dynamic fight style to like hit the shot, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, and he's like directly opposing Yang for almost like most of the series until he like becomes just more of a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I think they're sick as fuck. Just like the
right. S tier.
I think S tier.
All right.
Next, this is Pyrrha. This is Pyrrha's weapons. Her shield and staff or whatever.
I don't know.
Milo and Akuo or something. I don't know how to pronounce these.
Okay, but it's weird that they gave John shit because he's using just a sword and a shield, when this is just a spear and a shield.
Okay, listen. This is a spear and a shield, and also a rifle.
Okay, it's been a while since Volume 3. How does it turn into a rifle again?
I don't know. It is that's just a rifle, though.
Got it.
It is just it is a javelin. The javelin is cool. I mean, she's like based in Greek whatever, right? Like her whole design is, and how just the javelin and shield feel very reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
And then it's also a really cool rifle. And the shield works well with her semblance being able to
being metal, great like semblance connection because you can like use them very well.
I think this is an
I'll go A.
Yeah.
Weiss's, it has some weird name.
It's Murtnester or something.
Yeah.
So this is the remember when we dogpiled that one sword revolver earlier? So this one's a rapier revolver, except because Weiss has a lot of money, she can fill it with dust.
You can spend a ton of money on dust.
Which makes it way cooler because it has so many more uses, and it works with her semblance really well. And also, just like the rapier complements her character very well.
Yeah, it's like
at least at the beginning of the series, being like the pretty princess ballerina-esque character, you know.
Yep.
I think this is an A tier weapon.
All right.
What's next?
Fuck, what is this?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, well, you're the one who has the wiki open.
I'm looking. This is Nadir's gun. It is a gun katana, submachine gun katana. This guy is what team is he on? He is on Auburn.
I'm gonna assume a Vital Festival.
Yeah.
Member? No way.
He's on Team Auburn. So this is a submachine gun katana. That's a solid. Cool idea.
That's a solid combination.
I think this is a C tier just because that's where we keep putting them, or B tier. Just because I like submachine gun katana.
It's better than the other random Vital Festival weapons we've seen.
That's true. What's next? This is a
crossbow.
This is a random Vital Festival weapon.
And we've already had better crossbows.
Nebula's crossbow. Weapons. So it's a crossbow, but then it like can convert to a big old sword. But it doesn't really have dust, I think. I think it is just a crossbow sword. So I think a C tier benefits this one pretty good.
Okay. I think in maybe B tier actually.
B tier? I can go with B tier.
Just thinking about it, I think it works well.
Okay, this is yet another Vital Festival weapon.
Okay, but she actually comes back, so...
Okay, so these are just nunchucks, though.
Yeah.
They are just nunchucks. But they glow.
So
I think
I'm thinking C tier.
I'm thinking C tier. Okay, we can go C tier. I'll be honest, I forgot she had them.
So did I.
I only thought she could rollerblade. All right, next is
Neo's umbrella. It definitely has a name.
Yeah, this one definitely has a name. Hush. Okay, that makes sense because she doesn't speak. So it's a parasol, obviously. And then she can it's also a sword. And then she can extend the sword. And then she can also use it like as a shield. The fact that it's not a gun is actually bringing it down.
I feel like you could very much tie the umbrella into a gun. It wouldn't be that hard.
Or at the very least, hear me out. Have what like Torchwick has, where the top is a gun instead of the blade, and you could just keep the blade by taking out the blade. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think though it's an A tier, but I think it would be S if it was actually a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
The one time it not being a gun is bringing it down. Okay, no, there's a lot of times it brings it down.
There's a lot of times when we take it down for not having a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Neptune's rifle.
Oh, this is Neptune?
Yeah, I believe.
Is it? I guess it is. Yeah. So here, this one's called Try Hard. Automatically, the best name we've had so far.
Yes.
So it's
a tri-beam rifle, right?
No, so it's a taser.
Oh.
Oh no, it is a rifle. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, because like
it's a rifle.
Rifle is a
It's a rifle and a spear and a trident.
Okay, the trident is really cool, and it ties into the name of like Try Hard,
and also his name is
Neptune,
like the god of the water.
Yeah.
I think this is an A tier.
Yeah. Okay. This is a random Vital Festival weapon.
Is it?
I can barely see it in the photo.
This is Nolan's cattle prod.
So it shocks people.
It's a cattle prod.
So D tier.
D tier. D tier.
D tier.
D.
All right, Aiden.
Yeah.
When we're ranking this, I want you to remember I let you put John's sword and shield in S tier.
That's true.
What's the name?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Floating array. This is Penny's weapon.
Swords. Now, I believe the design for this is amazing.
Sure.
Because it's like 8 separate swords that she can control. They're really cool. And they're connected to her like strings, like puppeting, like Pinocchio.
Because
like
she's a robot and
she wants to be a
also
real
Pinocchio.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think they're used insanely well. So I'm gonna say, get your criticism out of the way here, Aiden.
So you mentioned they're on strings, right?
Yeah.
One thing that's always irked me, which it shouldn't irk me considering what I'm watching, is the fact that they never get tangled ever.
They get tangled around her once,
but every time she spins it around, her body, it never, ever, ever gets tangled.
Okay, and that is a fair criticism.
And it's kind of just the same thing over and over again. Like it's just like swords.
Okay.
But that's my 2 cents, but I do agree with
so
the rest.
S tier, baby.
All right, I guess I can't combat it.
Yay!
Next one. This is
Crow's Scythe.
This is Crow's Scythe. Now here's what I have to say about Crow's Scythe.
It's basically RWBY's, but it's a shotgun instead of a sniper, right?
And it's also a sword. It's called.
It is also a sword.
It's called Harbinger, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of transformations, and it does just look generally really awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking S tier for this.
I'm thinking S tier. I do think in some cases it can be cooler than Crescent Rose, but those are very unique cases.
And it feels good for them to be very connected in that way because it was Crow that helped RWBY make her weapon, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, Raven's sword.
It's called Omen, which makes sense because her name is Raven. So this is a sword.
Yeah.
And it has dust ability. Yeah.
I'm not hearing a lot that's very compelling here.
I'm not really either. I think it was just a sword with dust capability, if I'm remembering. There's a hilt.
It feels bad to put a main character's sword this low, but
yeah, so this is
like
C tier.
C, yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen again later.
Okay, so but Aiden, your favorite of all time.
What is this?
Sun's nunchuck staff.
This is Ryujubang and Jinyubang?
Yes.
This is my goat. All right. This guy, I'm gonna say it now. This is my favorite weapon in all of RWBY.
I also think it's my favorite weapon in all of RWBY.
So here's what we're saying. Here's what Ryujubang and Jinyubang, sick as fuck names already, right?
Yeah.
Then number 1, Sun is based on Sun Wukong, or if you're Mexican, Goku, and it's the power pole staff thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So already it's a power pole based on this Chinese folklore legend. Very cool. And then it turns into nunchucks. Now, automatically, nunchucks are some of the coolest weapons that have ever existed. I don't know if you've watched Ninja Turtles, but but Michelangelo goes crazy with those. And then it's also a shotgun.
The nunchucks also turn into shotgun.
Then the nunchucks turns into a shotgun. And they're cool as shit. And then
I swear to God, if you see the dock scene,
roll the clip,
and him pulling out those weapons, you can't be like, that's not the best weapon in all of RWBY.
Exactly. And I don't think we need to dwell on it any longer. This goes top of S tier, the best weapon.
Weapon
in the series, perhaps. I don't know if you want to call it that.
I think we can call it that.
Okay, that's great. What's next?
All right, hoverboard.
Random hoverboard from random Vital Festival character. Reese's
No
hoverboard.
way.
Whoa! It's a hoverboard, and it's a gun, and it's a gun with a knife on it.
What? I don't you just like hit people with the hoverboard?
I don't remember this character.
Where's the barrel?
Right there. Look at the stream. It turns into a gun. It like breaks
okay.
apart and turns into a gun. Beck, come on. I think this is a C tier because hoverboard. I mean, the hoverboard's kind of cool, but also just kind of annoying.
All right, Ren's dagger. I believe that's what this is.
That's what that is. So I'm gonna put that in D tier, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's very understandable. It is just a dagger.
It's just a dagger with story purpose.
A gray dagger.
But here's the story purpose. I don't give a shit. I don't like Ren. Remember how I said character bias isn't gonna get in the way? Character bias is getting in the way. I don't like Ren.
It got in the way for Jean, and it's getting in the way for Ren.
I don't like Ren. So he doesn't... I don't care. I don't care about his dead father.
I think he also lost a mother's.
But she didn't do anything.
Okay.
This is somebody.
The guy from the Cinderella story, mentor guy.
Oh, right. He has a mace. They're maces.
Dual maces, though.
Dual maces that are also a sword.
So, where did we put the other mace guy? We put that in B tier. I think we can put this in B tier.
I don't think we put it in B tier though, because I also think it's B tier because it fits Cardine as a character. This one is just a mace.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Next one. This is Robin's.
Crossbow.
This is Robin's crossbow. Where is her?
Does it have any abilities?
It's called Robin's crossbow.
It
looks like a bird, and it could be a shield as well. I think that's a solid C tier weapon.
Yep.
What's next, Beck?
Okay, I can barely tell what this is.
Yeah. This is Melodic Cudgel. This is Roman Torchwick. This is Torchwick.
Oh, this is Torchwick.
This is an A tier weapon.
Yeah.
It's a cane, but then the base of it just kind of lifts up, and then it's a reticle, and it's also it's not like a regular gun, it's a flare gun, and then it's also a grappling hook. I think that's an easy A tier.
Okay, this is a sword.
Oh, we love swords so much.
Aiden, please help me out here. Where is this?
I'm trying to find. I'm literally trying to find it.
This
Pilgrim. It's called Pilgrim. This is Sage Anya's weapon. He's on Team Sun. It's a sword.
Just a sword.
It's just a sword.
All right.
But it's not like a cool Jean sword. It's just a sword.
Just a sword. And Jean's sword, they play into the bit of it just being a sword.
Yeah.
So they can't just have regular swords in the rest of the show.
All right, so this is Roy Stallion. He's part of Team Bronze. His are circular saws.
Ooh, and do they like boomerangs, or like are they just like
circular saws?
Or are they like attached to his wrist, and then he just puts them into someone and it saws their limbs off?
He can fire them, and then they do come back.
Okay, then I think this is a really cool design.
I think that's cool. I think it's just a B or an A.
I think let's put it in B tier.
Okay.
I want to put it in A because we don't see it enough to put it in A.
All right. This is
Kitten Killer.
This
9000.
is what up, bad guys. Got the Kitten Killer 3000. So the Kitten Killer 3000, as we all know. The Kitten Killer 9000. The other RWBY Chibi one that I convinced Beck to add to this because I thought it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
It's the Kitten Killer 9000. We don't know what it is. It's a kitten killer, apparently.
So he just calls it the Kitten Killer 9000, and we see nothing else about it.
Yeah, so that means it's an S tier weapin. Name. In fact, I think cooler.
The amount of potential we have in here.
I think cooler than Riju Bang and Jinyu Bang. In fact, that's my opinion.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
What's next? This looks like a sword.
This looks like another sword.
Oh, wow.
But
No
this
way.
one also looks like a sword combined with Weiss's weapon.
Yeah, it does kind of just look like another sword gun. So let me find the other sword gun that we're looking at now.
Aside from the other 5 sword guns that we already have.
Yeah, we can't forget about the other 5 sword guns.
You know, it's really great to actually look through all these weapons and think about them, because they are reusing a lot of ideas.
Yeah, so this is here it is. I found it. It's called Short Wings, used by Russell Thrush. He's part of Team Cardinal. So it's a daggers. They're daggers. And that's it.
No dust implementation?
It says it appears to contain dust.
But we never see him use it.
Yes.
Great.
That's a D tier, I think.
Yeah. Maybe if he actually used the dust.
Yeah, so now we have a whip.
Another giant whip.
Another giant whip. Who's this one used by? Do we know?
No. All we see is a giant whip on a blue background.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's really helpful. This is the Cerberus whip used by Senna Khan. You know, the leader of the Faunus.
Oh,
you're familiar with her.
Are we talking like the White Fang Faunus or just like the
White Fang Faunus? No, wait. High, yeah, she's like, the high leader.
Okay.
But then she was killed by Adam that one time.
Yeah.
So it's a blade. It's a whip with the sword on it. C tier.
Yeah. All right, another Cardinal member. Yay!
We love Team Cardinal, don't we?
Okay, this one is a shield and a spear.
Uh-oh. It's not like we've already had shields and spears before.
Yeah, no, it's impossible.
This one's called Feather's Edge, so that's a good name.
Isn't that the name of like a sword already?
I don't know. It's a halberd. So here's the thing, Beck.
Yes.
I really like halberds. I think they're cool. One of the coolest weapons ever, in fact. However, this one's kind of lame. It is just a halberd. I think we go that, and that's a D tier.
Okay. Aiden, go on your 10-minute rant.
All right. So I don't like Ren. I don't like Lai Ren. For a number of reasons. But we're not here to talk about Lyren. We're here to talk about Stormflower. That's his weapon. What's his weapon? They're pistols with swords attached to them, and then they get upgraded to be a grappling hook.
Yeah.
So it's a gun sword with a grappling hook. Beck, does that sound like another weapon that we've seen?
Yeah, but I could not tell you which one. They've all blended together in my mind.
Yeah, well, I think, Beck, that one's quite similar to Mercury's weapon, Thief's Respite. Except she's always had the grappling hook aspect, and when he gets it,
also is a lot like Blake's, right?
It's also a lot like it is kind of just Blake's weapon, but he has 2 of them. And here's the thing, Beck. Here's what I have to say. Every time he uses the grappling hook, he always fucking dies. I think this, and also considering he is a main character that prominently shows up in the entire show, him having this weak sauce weapon and having it like when there were only like 10 characters in the show, and this is the best they could come up with for him.
Yeah, they had a lot of time to design these.
And this one's just looks like a gun from Borderlands. Sorry.
Yeah, it could definitely be a gun from Borderlands.
Yeah, I think this is a C tier or a D tier.
I'll let you put it in D tier just because of how much you hate Ren.
I hate Lai Ren. And Mercury's is just the same thing but cooler. Like, this is the one instance of the thing came later, was done better.
Okay, I think this is Summer Rose's Scythe.
Summer Rose.
Axe?
That sounds right.
Because I believe this is the one we see in Volume 9.
Sundred Rose. We don't get to see it used as a weapon.
I like how it's called Sundered Rose.
Yeah.
And it aligns with Crescent Rose.
It's cool. But it's an axe and it's also a rifle.
Okay.
And it's cool, but because we don't get to see it in use, I think that's an easy C tier.
Yeah. I think once we see it in use, it'll probably go up.
Which we definitely will at some point.
Okay. Fast talking coffee man.
Oh, this is fast. This is fast talking coffee man. Okay.
Now, do I have this right?
Antiquity roast.
This weapon evolves from the coffee mug he's holding, right?
It is a thermos that becomes a club flamethrower.
Because I fucking think that's sick as hell.
I think this is an awesome and hilarious weapon.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the transformations ever. And that's my humble opinion.
Yeah.
So I think we can put that in an A tier.
A tier.
A tier. This next one is
This
is Thorn, used by Vine.
Wow.
It's a throwing star.
Okay.
It is a throwing star.
Great. C tier.
Vine always carried Thorn folded on his back and rarely used it. Okay, that's good to know. So that does go in C tier.
All right. Talk's sword.
This is Talk's sword. So so she has this sword. So we're gonna put that in D tier.
It's inspired by Peter Pan.
It's inspired by it's inspired by, I think, just like a pirate sword, because she's based on TikTok Crocodile from Peter Pan. And so they're like Captain Hook swords. But that's still a D tier because they don't do anything.
All right.
But they're also used once, so that might be cheating. This is the Queen's Servant, used by Tyrion.
Oh.
These are machine guns with blades on the side that are attached to his wrist.
Yeah.
They fit well because they make him look more like a scorpion. I think it's a B or an A.
I think we'll put an A tier.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Velvet's camera.
Velvet camera. It has a name. I think it's a cool name.
Yeah.
Anastoria. So, is this cheating?
Because the camera, if I believe I remember right, it just copies other weapons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see the list of known copied weapons. Maybe this will help. Okay, so here's the weapons in the main series that she does. Ruby's weapon, Weiss's, Blake's, Yang's, Sun Wukong, Penny, fucking Nora, and Coco's.
And notice how she didn't copy Ren's.
Yeah, notice how she didn't copy Ren's. So I think we can I want to say B tier because it isn't really a weapon and is just all the other weapons.
Yeah.
But
I think yeah, B tier.
If you want to say A because of its its creativity, you can. But also she uses it like one time in the main series.
Okay. Another claw thing that looks almost identical to Tyrion's.
What if it is just Tyrion's again?
What, did he get a new one?
I don't remember. This is Vernal. Who?
Who's Vernal?
Who's Vernal's weapon? Who is this? Secondary antagonist? Who is it? Oh, she was the Spring Maiden.
Oh, she's the one that was with Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's like the thing where it's not actually she doesn't actually use it very much because she's the maiden.
Yeah, okay. Probably like C tier.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Tyrion's was basically the same thing, but it tied so much more into him as a character.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Adams.
Wilt and Blush.
I
So
really like this one.
this isn't already A tier, but if you want to say S tier, I can agree with it.
I think it's really cool to have a semblance directly connected to a weapon.
Yeah.
And also, like, it has, like, the Yang thing of, like, it charges up, and it can do so many cool things with it.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a sword, and the sheath is a shotgun. That is quite literally sword. It's also a gun. That is the most and it's also a gun that you could ever have. Right?
S tier, baby. Okay.
Next, this is
Watts's revolver.
Arthur Watts's revolver. Now, remember how we said that the revolver that Mr. General Ironwood had was cool?
Yeah.
So this one is actually
not as cool.
This is actually not as cool. Not as cool. Because it's a golden gun with 20 shots.
Is this another one of the fucking 20 shots? You can only shoot it 20 times?
Yeah, but it's a revolver.
Okay, so we can like technically reload.
Yeah, but I think that I don't really like it. I mean, I think his character needed a more sciencey weapon, if not no weapon at all.
Okay, put this one in like C tier.
Yeah. And then his rings. These rings, I think, are
rings. This is more sciencey.
This is more sciencey and more like for his character. They're a shield, and then they could just kind of do bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they would only really technically work if he was around technology. So he must have been really glad he was fighting in Amity.
Yeah,
he could like actually use them.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, I think they're cool. I think a B tier.
Yeah, I'll put them in B.
Okay.
All right.
Is this another Vital Festival character?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Where? What does this look like? What is that?
It looks like a trident spear.
I'm trying to find it. Dew's spear. It's a spear.
D tier.
D tier. It has a wind crystal, so it can make tornadoes. Still D tier.
Okay. Now our final of the main four.
This is Gamble Shroud. So here's what Gamble Shroud is. It's a gun. It's a sword.
Yeah.
It can be a sword. It can be a pistol with a sickle on it, and then it can be in a sheath form. That's also a cleaver, and then also it has a ribbon on it, so then it can be a grappling hook. However,
I think they use it really creatively to do like ranged attacks and all the different stuff with Blake.
I agree with you, but I think they kind of just keep doing the same things over and over and over again. There's only so many times Yang can grab onto it and she swings her around. There's only so many times Weiss can get launched off of it and act as a kind of like just a sting, shoot the small point at the thing. I've never really liked a Gamble Shroud. And then once it became two separate pieces, like after being upgraded, then I was like, all right, it was cool before, and now it's kind of lost a little bit of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think B tier.
Yeah. Sorry to all the Blake fans out there, but I just never have liked Gamble Shroud.
Okay, this one looks just to be a sniper rifle.
This one does just look to be a sniper rifle.
Is it just a sniper rifle?
It's an axe as well.
Okay, so at least it's multiple.
At least it's multiple, so let's put it in C tier.
Okay, this is another Vital Festival. I think it might be just a sword.
Octavia's dagger. So it's a dagger. but it uses dust to make fire.
ED.
C, I guess.
C.
This is
Okay.
This is what's his face?
This is the headmaster guy.
Yeah, that's what's his name? Peter Port.
Oh,
This weapon is called
Peter Port.
This weapon's called Blowhard. It's a blunderbuss axe.
This, I literally was seeing it upcoming. I'm like, I don't remember this at all, but it looks so fucking cool.
I remember it. I always just worry because, well, how he's holding it, it feels like he could cut himself so
He
easily.
would definitely cut himself. A blunderbuss has so much kickback.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I think it fits with his big old jolly character having a big old jolly gun with a big old axe on it. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with an A tier.
Yeah, I'll go A.
Okay. We are
this
almost
is
done.
The other guy from Team Sun.
Is it?
I think it looks like the guy, and it looks like just a sword.
This is Hook and Darling. This is the one that's also based on Captain Hook. This one's a cutlass flintlock pistol grappling hook.
Okay,
I think we could just say A based on those principles.
He does have the flintlock wood gun,
and he has a cutlass and a hook.
A very good pirate theme.
And it's called Hook and Darling, like Captain Hook and Wendy Darling. So like pretty sick naming convention as well. This is Winter. So Winter's swords, it's one sword, and then she could take it apart and make a second sword, right?
Probably, yeah. I
I
remember her using two swords mostly.
think that's what it opens up, but it's not a gun.
It is just. I mean,
it's just a sword which makes a second sword. I always liked her using them. It was never like that.
Yeah, she did always use them. Cool. It was cool having like.
But then she becomes the Winter Maiden, so then it's
she does not need them at all.
So I think that's either a B or a C, and I'm okay with that.
I think B.
B, okay. And then we have the last one. We saved the best for last.
Now this is the random heavy guy from Team Coffee.
Is it?
I believe
this is the Fulcrum. No, he's not Team Coffee. He's Team Coffee. So
okay, yeah, sorry, my bad.
All right, so Beck, what do you think this weapon is?
I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say big sword, nothing else.
It's a big sword, nothing else.
Yes.
It doesn't even have dust.
Okay.
So here to finish us off.
Yes. All right, we now have the final list of all of them.
I feel like we were really inconsistent, and I think that really
were insanely inconsistent and insanely biased.
Oh, I really like when that happens.
We put multiple weapons that are basically the same in like 2 tiers apart.
Yeah, whoopsies.
But that's what you expect from the 2 RWBY fans on the Celsius pod.
So true. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you disagree with us, please put it in the comments and tell us why we're dumb and stupid and wrong.
Except if you disagree about Sun's nunchuck guns. that
has to be top. I'm even arguing I'm even willing to bump John's down. If you don't agree with that,
we can't touch the Cat Killer 9000.
Cat Killer 9000, that's the best weapon in the whole series.
I especially love how it's 3,000 and not 9,000, like I keep saying.
It is 9,000. I keep getting
it. It is 9. Okay, it's a big number.
It's a big old number.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. And I believe everyone is happy when we say we got more content from RWBY after the RWBY arc. Yeah, it's amazing. It's what everyone wanted.
Don't worry, we're gonna rank the semblances next, and those ones are probably gonna be
even more biased.
Yeah.
All right, see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Always use Celsius
or not.